we got over 1,000 pounds of drugs.
Gunned down a woman outside her own home. Video shows one of them started firing just seconds after she pulled up in front of that DeKalb County house. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Russ Spencer.
I'm Courtney Bryant. Police have released video of the murder in hopes someone will recognize the burglars and turn them in. Fox Eye's Tyler Finger has been following the story all day.
Got a fully kitted out
of this developing story. Tyler.
Yeah, Courtney, good evening to you. Police say the woman was shot and killed after confronting burglars outside of her DeKalb County home. Take a look. You can see what appears to be tire markings on the ground right there that lead to the front yard. Investigators say the woman popped the curb and drove onto her lawn where she was shot.
Oh, what?
Police released this shocking video Monday of the moments apparent burglars gunned down a DeKalb County woman in the front yard of her home at around 10:30 Saturday night on Citation Drive, which is not far from the I-20 and 285 junction. A neighbor heard it all unfold.
It was gunshots, clearly. Rapid gunshots. Like that. And screeching in the car.
DeKalb County police say the victim, identified as 36-year-old Anna Scott, may have seen 3 suspects on her doorbell camera trying to break into her home before confronting them. You can see one of the suspects is armed with what appears to be a crowbar and another with a gun. The video shows the moment she pulled up on them with her Jeep, and the suspect shooting her while she was still in her vehicle. Police found her Jeep with
shot immediately at her.
Shocking because this is a quiet neighborhood and nobody is getting into trouble around here, so I don't understand.
Yeah, as soon as she did that, fucking.
This video of him going outside to try and assist the wounded woman who was calling for help. Medics rushed Scott to the hospital where she died. A neighbor who knew her said she was a beautiful soul.
I'm just so sorry to hear about her passing away. I'm so sorry.
Looked like she got shot, what? Maybe twice? Well, she got. I saw 4 bullets. So. She might have got hit by all 4. She might have got hit by 2. Maybe 1. I don't know.
A relative came to the scene this afternoon. He didn't want to talk on camera, but tell me that they are shocked and still trying to process what happened. We are live in DeKalb County tonight. Tyler Fingert, Fox 5 News.
Tyler, thanks. In Gwinnett County, police say a homeowner shot and killed a suspected burglar. Officers say the suspect broke into the home on Red Bark Court near Lawrenceville, and the people inside immediately confronted him.
So this is a Gwinnett County where they shot and killed a burglar. Oh wait, kills burglars. Oh wait, burglar or burglars?
They also arrested 5 people who federal authorities say are all members of the Mexican drug cartel. Fox Eye's Eric Mock joins us now live from outside DEA headquarters in Atlanta. Eric, put this all into perspective. What is this bus?
Wait, is this the drug?
Yeah, it is a very large bus. You know, they telling me that the street value could be upwards of $5 million.
Oh, okay.
Of this
Wait, did they talk about this?
They did say that it sometimes seems like just a drop in
No,
the
they
bucket
talked about
of
some
how much
other
is out
stuff.
there in Metro Atlanta. And again, yes, it was 1,000 pounds of meth in total.
Oh, here's the. Yeah, this is the
here
drug bust one.
One was
What the fuck? Why did they put this one as to me?
It was an apartment, which it says just a few miles away from the DEA headquarters here. Now, they said these were stash houses for the Jalisco New Generation or CJNG cartel. That's out of Mexico. They said only inner circle cartel.
It's more than one crime spree. Or it's a multiple different crimes.
They said the cartels actually do this to make it seem like it's just a normal family living at these homes. Now, they describe this cartel in particular as violent and murderous. They said it's an up-and-coming one that's actually taking a lot of power in Mexico right now. And out of these 5 cartel members they arrested, 4 were illegal migrants from Mexico.
Damn, illegal migrants, wow. Illegal aliens, eh?
Others are so active here in Atlanta.
Who would have thought?
The Atlanta area is a hub for the
cartels. Or illegals working with some criminals.
Businesses do great transportation routes.
Moving lots of drugs, too.
And be seen and be able to live within.
Maybe that was the stuff that was just shipped in by Venezuela. The drug boats that fucking Trump was shooting down.
Work here is just so vital to interrupting these cartels. And they said, of course, it's going to hurt the cartel, but it's not going to stop them, and that's why.
Correct. I mean, yeah, it hurts them, but yeah, it's not going to stop them. I mean, it probably gets them a little unhappy because they want the money, right? Now you ruin their money.
Poison there. At least that won't be sold in the community. Thanks very much, Eric. Police in Columbus say a man fired shots at an Amazon warehouse and then took his own life.
What?
Just before 4:30 this morning, they received a
shot at a warehouse and then shot himself?
Into the front of the building on Osceola Court. Police found him a short distance from the building. They say he pulled out a gun and, after a standoff, shot and killed himself. No one in the building was injured, and the shooter's name has not yet been released.
The lead detective against Julian Conley was back on the stand today. Conley is accused of killing 8-year-old.
Just a random dude just goes out.
Was riding in a car.
Yeah, no one's gonna talk about this one. Just a random fucking dude just goes to a warehouse, shoots it up, and then kills himself. Like, what?
Just before 4:30 this morning, they received a 911 call about a man firing shots into the front of the building on Osceola Court. Police found him a short
That
distance
makes
from the building. They say he pulled out a
absolutely
gun and
batshit no sense. We don't even know who the person is either, because they don't even say.
Turner on the 4th of July in 2020.
Turner was riding in a car with her mother and a family friend near the
Oh,
Wendy's where protesters
shit.
had set up following the police killing of Rayshard Brooks. Fox 9's Kevin Stewart is live tonight.
Yeah, that dude, they were fully
with highlights
kitted
of
out
today's
with the
testimony.
goddamn ARs.
It was a long day
Or
for
what
the detective
was it, an
this morning.
AR? I don't
He
even,
tried
it was
to
a
use
rifle.
surveillance video to put the suspect at the scene of the crime just before the crime happened, and then that's when the defense got its crack.
This is a murder of an 8-year-old child. You cannot have enough documentation.
Lead Detective Jerry and Shepard not looking at the defense attorney during cross-examination, but jurors instead. This was a lengthy back and forth. What was allegedly said?
That is incorrect.
A wrestling match over evidence and documentation.
What you just put on the table, ma'am, that's just a lead supplement. That is not the entire case file.
As the defense attempted to poke holes in the prosecution's case against Julian Connolly, accused of shooting 8-year-old Sequoia Turner in the back 5 years ago, as her loved ones tried to drive past a barricade armed by alleged gang members when it was shot up.
Suspect number 1 wearing a red shirt, white letters on the back, light pants, AR-15, and a satchel.
That is the description of the suspect
there.
Detective Shepard is holding on to. He told jurors surveillance video and witness statements.
So there was no lineup shown. There's no need for a lineup because he identified him from the news. At that point, showing him a lineup would be suggestive. Why would I show a lineup when he's already identified him on the news? That makes no sense.
The detective maintained Sequoia Turner's mother is the only person describing another look.
The only description that I got of males dressed in all black as dressed as bounty hunters was from Charmaine Turner.
Testimony has wrapped for the day. Testimony will resume tomorrow morning. Reporting live downtown, Kevin Stewart.
But there's
Fox
a
5
bounty.
News.
There was men dressed like
County,
bounty
firefighters
hunters
in
after my
Washington were home to
son.
save someone who was
What?
trapped inside. They climbed up to the 2nd floor and pulled the
What does
person
that
through the
have
window to
anything
safety.
to do with
That
him
person and
pulling
two
out
others
an
were taken to
AR and then
hospitals.
fucking
The
shooting
fire
a
happened early
kid?
yesterday morning at a home on Overlook Pathway. It took firefighters about 30 minutes to get the flames under control. No word on what started the fire.
Governor Kemp has launched an investigation into the Towns County Sheriff citing allegations of misconduct. The governor signed an executive order creating a 3-member panel to review claims against Sheriff Kenneth Henderson. The specific allegations were not outlined in that executive order. Attorney General Chris Carr, along with the Coweta and Newton counties, are listed panel members. The committee has 30 days to submit its findings.
All right, let's take a live look outside. Looking at a live look over Lake Lanier. Kind of a pretty shot there and pretty warm outside as we start the week off on the first day of fall.
All right, that is all the
sunset before too long, David.
right now they go over
Not full day,
forecast
but first half day of
and
fall.
the
we rolled into the season of autumn here just
what,
after 2 o'clock.
Middle
this
East
afternoon, so
states?
These are now fall temperatures, but still
Or the middle-
reminiscent
yeah.
of summertime for
The
sure.
middle
but
states,
we're going to cool it on
basically.
down tonight a little bit. It won't have that summer heat and humidity chasing us.
Wait,
through the
where
overnight
is
hours.
this?
We're in the 80s, just about everywhere you look at, upper 70s there toward Blairsville. Been monitoring Fox 5 Live Viper, trying to find a pop-up shower. Not having a lot
Huntsville,
of success
Ch-
in our area, but next door, a little bit there in northern Alabama, a little bit more in north.
Oh, Atlanta. This is Atlanta. That's why. Okay. There you have it. All right. This is Atlanta news. If you want to check it out, and oh, they talk about Jimmy Kimmel. I guess we can see this.
Jimmy
real quick.
Kimmel will be back on the air tomorrow night.
That's right. Disney, the parent company of ABC, which airs the program, made the announcement in a statement this afternoon. ABC suspended Kimmel last week over some of his comments about the assassination of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. The network says after, quote, thoughtful conversations with Kimmel, they reached the decision to allow the show to return tomorrow. Kimmel has hosted Jimmy Kimmel Live on ABC since 2003 and has been a fixture in television and comedy for longer than that.
What the fuck? Atlanta motel sex offender traffic? What the fuck? All right, and then here's the Dallas ICE shooting.
Targeted violence. That's how the FBI is describing this morning's
I mean,
shooting
well, it
at an
sounds
ICE
like it.
facility in Dallas. One ICE detainee was killed, 2 others were hurt. And tonight, we're working to get answers to some big
there's the
questions.
suspect
Who the
right there.
victims are. The Mexican consulate now says one of the wounded is a Mexican national. We're getting new reaction from political leaders and immigration lawyers and learning how the suspect was able to take aim at the building.
We do know the suspect, 29-year-old Joshua John, died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Now we're learning more about who he
Self-inflicted,
was.
shot
We have team
himself.
coverage for you tonight. Thank you for joining us. I'm Cynthia Seguirre.
And I'm Chris Lawrence, senior crime and justice reporter Rebecca Lopez helped break this story more than 15 hours ago, and our senior political reporter
15
Jason Riley
hours
gives us a lot more
ago.
insight
So
from
it
the
happened in
And
the
we also have
morning.
a team of reporters digging into every detail about what happened today, from the suspect's history to the impacts this has had on the immigrant community, particularly the people we spoke with at the scene.
Let's start where it all unfolded around 6:40 a.m. Kevin Reese is live outside the facility.
Yep,
along
6:40
35 in Mockingbird
a.m.
Lane.
There
The
you
suspect
go.
fired from a nearby rooftop, but Kevin, there's still a lot to learn.
There is a lot to learn, but there are a lot of things that we do know tonight, including this location, the location of the sniper's nest, this 3-story building behind me, an immigration attorney's office. He was on the rooftop, giving him an unobstructed view of his targets. Early Wednesday afternoon, the FBI removed evidence from the roof of an immigration attorney's office where they found the shooter dead of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Google Earth gives us the early morning vantage point he had. From the roof of the 3-story building, he had a clear line of sight estimated at 500 feet nearly 2 football fields to the back of the ICE building.
Just be advised, it's still active shooter. There's a sniper on the roof. Have everybody stay for very, very far locations.
Video from 8TV shows where the bullets hit. Investigators taking pictures of the back of a transport van on the southwest side of the ICE building. Photos obtained by WFAA also show bullet holes inside the ICE building in a framed picture of the American flag.
He would shoot, he would wait 10 seconds, maybe 15 seconds, he would shoot.
The FBI says the bullets hit a transport van with ICE detainees inside, killing 1 and critically injuring 2 more.
He was targeting people. He wasn't just randomly shooting, he was actually targeting his targets and making sure he was getting hits.
Early evidence that we've seen.
But he shot 3 detainees and killed 1.
Messages that are anti-ICE in nature.
In fact, the FBI released this photo showing the exact words
yeah, very
anti-ICE
when he shot the people he was trying to save.
Personnel were hurt, but they are emphatic.
I think that's why he probably shot himself, because he was probably like, "Oh fuck, I killed one of them."
It's dangerous. People are losing their lives.
I mean, either way, he was gonna get found out, and then they were either the cops were gonna plug him or be able to take him into custody, or he was gonna plug himself, or
homes linked to the suspect's family, one in Durant, Oklahoma,
just cry like a little bitch. But he plugged himself, which is even worse because he's much more of a bitch now.
Of Durant, Oklahoma, 70 miles to the south in Fairview, Texas, the FBI spent hours moving in and out of a house on a quiet cul-de-sac. Both addresses associated with 29-year-old suspect Joshua John. This is an old mugshot from a 2015 marijuana arrest in Collin County.
They've been great neighbors.
This family's Collin County neighbors told us they keep to themselves but are always cordial.
I've had lovely interactions with their family, so I'm so horrified to hear about all this.
No one on the street knew much about Joshua
Just a
John,
random
and while the
fucking
FBI
thing.
director called what
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
attack,
Like these kids
John's
just
childhood friends
they
described
just
him
go
as,
off
quote,
the handle
the
for
least
some
political
reason.
out of all the people I
Like
knew
so,
in high school.
they literally flip a switch and they go crazy, and then they go on their fucking right manhunt mode or whatever.
Those friends said they hadn't spoken with John in 10 years,
Like,
but he confirmed in the decade that
until
passed,
they
he
get what
briefly
they
attended the
want,
University of Texas at Dallas,
or
and
until
at
they
times
kill
Collin College.
themselves.
Police say John died
And
of
they
a
will not
self-inflicted
end.
gunshot wound. The FBI left this home in Fairview tonight with a trunkload of evidence, including at least 1 computer. In Fairview, I'm Teresa Woodard.
Unfortunately, today's shooting isn't the first threat against immigration facilities in Texas this year. On the 4th of July, suspects dressed in black military gear opened fire outside the Prairie Land Detention Center in Alvarado. A police officer was shot in the
Wasn't
neck.
there a
Dozen people
FBI
investigation with
facility that
Just 3 days later,
right, a federal building that someone started shooting at, and then he got immediately plugged?
Before authorities shot and killed him.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's the one right there.
The same facility as today's shooting.
That was the
Man
one I
arrived
was
at the Dallas
thinking
field
of.
office and claimed to have a bomb in his backpack.
Yeah, he
with a
just
detonator.
shoots a.
It was
He just
immediately
goes
taken
straight
into
to the
custody.
federal building,
Earlier
starts
today,
shooting
ABC
it up, and
News
it's
spoke
like,
with
dude, what are you
acting ICE
doing?
Director Todd Lyons. He was asked
Immediately
what he wants people
plugged
to
them.
understand following today's events.
What I want is people to understand that the men and women of ICE are doing a law enforcement mission. They're sworn law enforcement officers just like everyone else. And these attacks and the rhetoric and the threats against ICE agents and their families needs to stop for all law enforcement. You know, in this operation in Dallas, it wasn't just ICE officers every day working out of there. We have the FBI, ATF, DEA, all our other federal partners and local partners. So any attack on an ICE facility, you're not attacking ICE. You're attacking just brave men and women in law enforcement who wear the badge every day.
And this attack has sparked reaction from Democrats and Republicans, including the President of the United States. Here's part of what President Trump posted on Truth Social, quote, "The brave men and women of ICE are just trying to do their jobs and remove the worst of the worst criminals out of our country, but they are facing an unprecedented increase in threats, violence, and attacks by deranged radical leftists." Now, we need to point out, investigators have yet to release a clear motive here, and we don't know much about the detainees' backgrounds.
I can't disagree with you on that one.
Saying, quote, "We are horrified at the shooting that has taken place at the ICE processing facility in Dallas, and our prayers are with the victims and the first responders. We unequivocally condemn all forms of violence and urge everyone to refrain from rhetoric that fans the flames from all sides."
You know, this shooting comes exactly 2 weeks after conservative activist Charlie Kirk was shot and killed, putting political violence in the spotlight. After Kirk's death, Quinnipiac University took a national poll on political violence. People were asked how serious of a problem they think it is. 71% of those who responded called it very serious. 22% said somewhat serious. Just 4% called it not so serious or not a problem at all.
So, Rebecca, you've been speaking with your sources all evening. What do things stand in terms of the investigation?
Political violence,
well, if that crime scene is going to remain a crime scene throughout the night and possibly through tomorrow, it takes a long time to process something like this. You've got several federal agencies involved. You saw a little while ago a video of the Joint Terrorism Task Force. All of those people have a different role, and that just takes time. So it's going to be a little while before we can find out a little bit more information.
Who's in charge?
So the FBI is in charge right now. Initially, when it first happened, it was the Dallas Police Department. Their officers got to the scene. They actually transported people in their squad cars, the wounded, because they could not not send Dallas Fire Rescue in immediately because it was an active shooter and they thought there was obviously a sniper on the roof. So it was the Dallas Police Department. But once they got the scene under control, it is now the FBI. And typically they don't release as much information as the locals.
And that's what's interesting. The FBI said today, no more news conferences. We're going to answer
Yeah,
more
usually
questions.
when the feds are involved, they usually try to keep a handle on information.
Of what we haven't answered. We kind of touched on it here a moment ago. Number one, what was the motive? But even secondly,
unless they're leaking it to try and get more information from the public.
It appears at this point, though, that federal prosecutors have gotten enough information from DPD, from what the FBI is collecting, from what's happening in D.C., likely scrubbing this guy's social accounts, to build a profile of him. The next question after that is, did he act alone? Is there somebody else that charges might be filed against in the coming days?
And, you know, I'm a little surprised at how quickly the FBI director, Kash Patel, put out the picture of those bullet casings, because typically they don't release information like this until they have a full profile. And you recall the Allen Mall shooting.
Well, I mean, probably because he shot himself, right, killed himself, and then saw the cartridge, or right.
Of political violence here.
All the clip of all the
in the middle of the night, had he stayed in there overnight? Did he go in early in the morning? Does he know somebody who might have an office?
Just like, I might as well just send this in. There's not much information right now.
The FBI is trying to answer that federal prosecutors want to answer as well, because you don't just roll up and know when these detainee vans are moving around. This person clearly staked out this facility.
And on top of that, how did he gain access? Sure. And all of this comes at a time when many immigrants in North Texas are already on edge.
Yeah, Adriana Dalba just spoke with an immigration attorney.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. Why do these guys keep causing problems for other right? These illegal aliens are causing more problems for other illegal aliens in the country, right? Because now everyone's fucking on high alert. These guys are ruining it for everyone.
When I heard the first gunshots, I thought of her, and it's difficult. She says, to show up
fucking
to an immigration
idiots,
proceeding
man.
and experience horror.
Fucking
the FBI is calling the
criminals.
shooting that left one detainee dead and two critical a targeted attack. It makes me emotional because we come to these appointments and never know what could happen. And after today,
they fear what could happen to them.
Jaime Vasquez is an immigration attorney familiar with this ICE facility and the law offices surrounding it.
With the current immigration conversation and the increase in the temperature and the rhetoric that we have seen, many of these immigration offices now become possible targets.
And that's what's at the heart of this. If a federal building...
Well, I mean, there was that one time we had firefighters get ambushed. I mean, we've had police officers get ambushed. I mean, look, there's people out there who try to do the fucked up shit.
She says it's something horrible because in that moment I wasn't thinking
whether
about
it's
my kids, I was
gang
thinking about my
violence
mom.
or some
Honestly,
fucking
it's
crazy
extremely difficult.
wacko
And
on
today's
a
violence
vendetta
is a
for some
reminder
fucking
of
reason.
How vulnerable they feel. In Dallas, I'm Adriana de Alba.
This investigation is just
Or with the
beginning. You heard
vendetta,
Rebecca
sorry.
Lopez. We will stay on top of it every step of the way. You can get updates around the clock on our streaming app, WFAA Plus, free to download to your TV.
All right, there you have it. Anti-ice. That's what he says. Anyways, on to the massive sinkhole. Changing it up to fucking natural disaster now. Probably earthquake happened, and then all this and then the sinkhole formed. Hopefully, no one fell in with their fucking car.
น้ำไหลลงเลยโอ้ยถล่มดินถล่มหมดเลยไฟดับแน่อุ้ยฮะถนนสุดเลยเนี่ยเยอะเลยเสาไฟฟ้าไฟดับแน่เหมือนต้นตาเลยถนนสุดแล้วโอ้ยโอ้ยตายแล้วต่อหน้าต่อตาเลยโอ้หาย
Oh shit! I'm sorry. What the fuck? Hold on. Holy shit! It collapsed. I wasn't even paying attention. I was looking at other shit. Right, it just starts collapsing out even more. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Yeah, those people right there. That's dangerous as fuck. Yeah, you should not be right. Honestly, you shouldn't even be like right where these people are. You shouldn't even be there.
โอ้ยตายแล้วต่อหน้าต่อตาเลยโอ้หายเดี๋ยว
Oh man, there goes the telephone pole. Yeah, this whole area was just uneven. Oh shit, yeah, there it goes. Yeah, all these people need to get away. Yeah, this whole area is like fucked. Yeah, a lot of these people, yeah, need to get the fuck away. Right, even these people right here need to get away. These people right here need to get away. Yeah, look at that. Dude, that's a big ass fucking sinkhole too. That's no joke, by the way. You do not want to fall in that. Because you don't know where the fuck this is going either. Yeah, the whole pipeline, yeah, all the pipe is gone. Yeah, man. Yeah, this whole area is uneven as fuck right now. Like, all these people need to get out. Oh shit, there goes the other one. Yep, there goes. Oh shit. You cannot go this way anymore. It does, dude, that's, yeah, you don't even want to be over here, right? Because this looks like it's collapsed. Right? There's no foundation there anymore. It's just hanging. Right? There's no pillars keeping it stable, right? Everything's fucked up. Right? They need to rebuild that whole area because there's no, right? There's nothing keeping it up anymore. Everything just crumbled. There's no support anymore. All the support's gone. Something like all the support underneath. Oh yeah, probably the water too. Probably caused a lot of damage too. Especially if this is all just rubble and dirt and sand and all that, right? Oh, yeah, there it goes. Yeah, the whole thing collapsed. I think even Legal Mindset said something about this. We already saw some of this. Oh shit, there it goes. Yeah, that's the... Well, I mean, they need to shut off the power. That's the lines getting ripped out and short-circuiting. Yeah, man. Holy. That's a lot of fucking damage. Mother Nature, yeah. What were they thinking? Well, I mean, some of them were trying to assess the damage, and then some of them were just onlookers. I mean, obviously, some of the people were way too close and, like, being foolish. As one does. You never know when, right, how much is gonna get fucked up and crumble away. Right, right, you saw it happened pretty fucking fast. In the moments of, in the matter of seconds, everything just crumbled. So yeah. There you have it. That is the long news. All right, let's check out the David
huge
stuff.
news in the David/Celeste Rivas Hernandez case. They say, according to TMZ, that the body has now been released to the family, according to other reports as well. The body of the girl found in David's trunk, Celeste Rivas, has been released back to her family. And here, as you can see, to corroborate with those other headlines, you can see here the case number along with Celeste Rivas, date of death, September 8th, 2025, age 15. So they've officially ruled out her death date as being September 8th, 2025, meaning that she would have died just one day after her birthday or within that 24-hour period, which in my opinion is incredibly spooky, and which also would indicate that they probably were together for 2 to 3 years officially, given the timeline. And you can see the case status open, body status ready for release, of which it has now been released to the family so that they can have an official funeral for their little girl. Also, some other details we're going to get into. According to TMZ, they say cops eye runaway past troubled home life, and this has been rumors I've been hearing, speculation surrounding her home life and the fact that she's ran away multiple times, not once but twice. And she was found the first time, went back to school, they found her a month later, told the story to her friends according to reports, and then a month later she ran away again, this time for over a year. And the next time she was found was when, you know, she was found dead
she was
David's
not
trunk.
yeah,
but before we go any further into the video, ladies and gentlemen, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, the all notifications setting, by hitting the bell, subscribing, and turning on all notifications so you never miss a video. That said though, according to TMZ, the body of the girl found in singer David's car, Celeste Rivas, has been released to her family, the Los Angeles County coroner tells TMZ. Celeste's family can now claim her remains. Her death is under investigation after cops found her decomposing and chopped up body inside David's Tesla, which was impounded in a Hollywood tow yard. And right there is one of the points of contention, as early reports indicated that her body was specifically dismembered, but now TMZ is saying that it was chopped up. Whether the body was chopped up and found in pieces, or if the body disintegrated into different pieces due to the natural decomposition of the human body after death, seems to be still up in the air. I'm pretty sure if we see the autopsy report, we can get some more information on that. But one thing I do want to show you guys
also
is a little bit of the footage here from
they said
Celeste's
the
memorial
decomposition
ground
of
here.
the
We can see
body
candles,
was in a
people from the community who came out
state,
to show support for Celeste and, you know, to give their condolences.
meaning
As
that
you can see
it was
here,
happening at a
various
rapid
different people,
pace.
probably including family members,
It's
sisters,
been in
aunts,
there for a
uncles, and
while,
whatnot. It's very sad,
environment
unfortunately, what
and
happened
heat
to
and
her.
all that
Honestly, one of the
stuff,
saddest things I've probably covered on this
all that
entire
bacteria
channel.
and
However,
bullshit,
the article goes on to say that Celeste's body was found earlier this month, which we know, the day before her 15th birthday, officially now, and authorities say it appeared the body had been decomposing for a while. She had been reported missing last year, and our law enforcement sources, according to TMZ, told us she ran away multiple times because of a troubled home. And actually, a very pivotal video that has yet to go viral is of a teacher who taught Celeste before she ran away. He actually was there, you know, teaching her when all this was going down. She ran away, you know, when she was attending one of his classes, came back, told friends in school, and then, you know, he saw her one last time before she ran away. And, you know, the next time anybody heard of her is when, you know, she was found dead recently. And he basically is here telling the story of how all that happened from his own perspective. Take a look.
That's her in my classroom in front of this poster right here. Okay, hold up. I got another one because I got a picture on TMZ of this other kid exchanging stuff with the rapper who we alleged did this stuff. Hold on a second, because he's also in my classroom.
Wait, how long ago was this?
We all just found out yesterday who it was, but she's been missing since I taught her. So when I taught her, she met this dude on social media.
So these, right, they're
so
both,
basically here we
they
have
were
the
both
teacher basically
students
confirming that Celeste was
this
definitely in his class, and that multiple kids knew that Celeste was in some type of arrangement with this singer David, right?
Correct.
And he actually, if you guys peep that, he just showed a photo of David pulling up, I believe, to the school parking lot, or, you know, some place around the vicinity, exchanging, he said, something with another kid in his class. Now, it may be kind of of hard to see the photo or recognize what it is, but I know exactly what that photo is. If you slow it down right here, I know what that photo. I'm gonna show you guys what he's referring to, and the photo of which he would be referring to would be this one right here that I kind of showed in one of my previous videos about the situation with David. Essentially, what we speculating to be him paying off this 14-year-old kid in a parking lot in Lake Elsinore, California, right? As you can see here, let me pause the video right here. You know, you can see this is going to be the same exact photo that I showed in this video as the one that this teacher is showing right here. So it's obvious that he's basically saying that that same exact kid of which David was paying off in this video, presumably, is the same one that was in his class here in this video that he was showing as well.
I just found out yesterday who it was, but she's been missing since I taught her. So when I taught her, she met this dude on social media. He was a rapper in LA. He came and got her. She ran away from home. She was gone for like a month. The cops found her in Hollywood, brought her back to our school. She came back to our school, kind of told people this story. She disappeared again in May of that year, May of 2024. That's when her friends told me what happened, that it was this rapper, and then I found out yesterday that she's now dead in that rapper's car, cut into pieces. You want to know how they met? I feel like I just said it. Social media.
So basically, you know, this teacher was just kind of going over the little bit of the timeline he was aware of with, you know, this kid, Celeste Vivas Hernandez, who was, you know, a kid in one of his classes, right, that he taught. And, you know, he's basically trying to sum up the situation that from a troubled home, you know, Celeste came from. For whatever reason, she ran away and she sought comfort elsewhere that allowed her to stay away from home, ran away multiple times, and how they met was through social media. He's basically trying to warn his young students that social media can be a dangerous trap and lead you down a dangerous road that can eventually, possibly, have your life taken away by that of a predator. I mean, it's unfortunate, you know, that a lot of people get wrapped up in the glitz and glamour and the mystique of celebrityism activities and exposes them to the wildest of situations, especially in this day and age, right? Like, this is why as a parent, you have to be so vigilant as to what your kids are doing online. Like, I always preach that, right? But it seems as though that Celeste did not have parents to even do that for her.
Well, I mean, she sounded like she wanted to be a rebel or something. Maybe she had abusive family. I don't know.
These people
it's
were
hard
paid
to say
off.
what
So
happened
there's
with their
that. Do
family
with that
situation.
information what you will. However, the article goes on to say that before the cops were able to identify Celeste's body, TMZ got a tip that she was the victim found in David's car. They got in touch with Celeste's mother, who told us her daughter had a red tattoo on her right index finger. The mom also told her daughter was dating a guy named David. TMZ said that they then passed the information that they got from the mother along to the LAPD's robbery homicide division, and days later, police identified Celeste as the victim. So, I mean, that's not surprising. TMZ always seems to be at the beginning, at the start of these cases. Somehow, some way, they have their little fingers in every crevice of California. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think about this
that's
update.
just California.
Body's
Yeah,
now been released. You saw
TMZ
the little
has a
memorial
lot
video
of people,
that, you know, people pulled up to. Honestly, it's amazing to me how David has not been arrested yet. I do have a report indicating that this man has now cut his lease. Apparently his place of residence was raided by law enforcement. He was paying $20,000 a month for. They did a sweep and then he just terminated the lease. He got up out of there, and I don't know. Knowing the FBI and law enforcement, they have arrested people for much less and very quickly too. So I'm just, how is this guy still free? Anyway, thoughts and opinions down below. Let me know.
Well, I mean, because he has the reputation.
Yeah,
also, they're just still gathering
right, so until next time,
information
everybody,
on him.
Stay safe out there.
I mean, it was the same thing with Raja Jackson, right? Yeah, they were just gathering information until they finally, got him. So, yeah, that's just how it is. Anyways, I mean, he doesn't seem like he's a threat to society as of right now. I mean, it doesn't seem like he's trying to go on the run, right? I mean, now that if he tries to go on the run, it is going to look suspicious right now. Because now he's under, heavy investigation, right? So it'd be best not to leave the country, yes. Anyways, there you have it. That was David from Maury giving us the update. There you have it.